I am going out on a limb to tell you that everything in the Bible is true on a higher level. But it is revealed figuratively, and man confused literal truth with metaphor. The statement, "You must be born from above, or you cannot enter the kingdom of heaven," is an example. It is literally true, but it is told in metaphor. The rich young man said, "How is it possible to again enter my mother's womb and be born a second time?" But the womb is below and not above. It is speaking of the birth of the second man, the spiritual man. Everything depends on the activity taking place in man. All that you behold, though it seems to be without, it is within, in your own wonderful imagination, of which this vegetative world is but a shadow. It is hard at this stage to think that your world is a shadow, and it is cast by you, and you are activating it. I know from my mystical experiences, I know that when I freeze an activity within me, it freezes outwardly, and when I started it again within me, it started. If I go home tonight and conceive a scene that implies the fulfillment of my dream, and then lose myself in it, I know that no power in the world can stop its coming into being. Today brought me a letter asking for help. I do not need to be next door to help another. There is no separation or time without consent. You make this work for another, no matter where they are. This letter was from New York, telling me about a fine doctor there. He got these growths on his face and feared they might be malignant, and then it was found that he had Parkinson's disease. This friend wrote me to tell me about it, and he said, "Can you do anything when you are so far away?" I am not 3,000 miles away, for everything is within me. I brought this doctor, in imagination, before me. And I put my hand on his face. I put it on a face that had no lumps. I felt only smooth skin. And then he and I walked together. And he did not stumble. He walked like a well man would walk. This is what I did. Now comes this letter telling me that something has happened within him. These lumps are gone, and he is no longer shaking, and he now can go to his office again. Yet as a doctor, he knows his condition is incurable. It is not unless he thinks so. All we are called on to do is to imagine. And then let it be true. So, what would you desire? I cannot stress too much the use of touch or the Western Gate. I have seen people take imaginary paychecks and touch them. They had brought the other senses of seeing and hearing comments, etc. But when they had brought the sense of touch, it worked like a charm. For when you bring touch, you open the closed Western Gate, and then nothing seems impossible. If I could snuggle into a bed 10,000 miles away, and then view my world from that place, I would gravitate there. For I am all imagination, so I must be where I am in imagination. Though I am physically here, if I view my world from that other place, I am there. And if anyone is a sensitive, they will be able to see me there. I have been seen in points of space when I was physically here, but desired to be seen there. I am where I am in imagination. So if I imagine I am the person I want to be, and walk in that state as though it were true, then everything in the world will rush to make it so. If I would only live in imagination, as I desire to live in the flesh, then everything that seems detached will be joined to make it real. Bear in mind that this, the body, is only a garment, and one day you will take it off. But you are invisible, and when you are completely awakened, you join the divine society and become one of the gods who create.